Good evening, this is Lance Vader, and today I would like to talk to you about the Anvil C8X Pisces Expedition. This is a beautiful little craft that started as a snub fighter, or a snub, not even a fighter, a snub exploration vessel, and sort of ascended into starter ship territory from there. The C8X Expedition version of the Pisces, there's two different versions. Anvil Pisces Standard Edition, it just says Anvil Pisces, that has no quantum drive. So it's not very useful for what we do as players. You can't get around in the verse with it. The Pisces Expedition, the C8X, I believe the original is the C8, and this is the C8X. The C8X Pisces Expedition is the one that has the quantum drive. And the one they sell for real money on the website, that one is the one that has the quantum drive. They don't sell the original. But if you're in-game and you're confused as to why somebody's Pisces can't go do a quantum jump, it might be because it's not the Expedition version. The original Pisces also has 2 guns instead of 4, or rather 2 hard points for guns instead of 4. And it comes with this terrible, terrible loadout. This is the worst loadout ever, because it's got 4 guns. They're all energy cannons, so they're all siphoning off of the same same capacitors, but 2 of them are cannons and the other 2 are repeaters. This is objectively terrible. Never do this. I recommend that if you get this ship and you're planning on ever firing these guns in anger at another ship, then gimbal them all, because they're all size 1. You might as well, because normally this is how it originally comes. 2 of these guns are not gimbal, they are fixed, and they're all size 1, so they gimbal for free. You can put a Veripuck size 1 gimbal mount, which, unlike the other gimbal mounts, it accepts the same size gun as it is. And then I recommend putting, I would put Bulldog repeaters on them, but you could just as easily put cannons on all 4 of these. It's got 2 size 1 missiles, which is adorable. Not really a serious amount of firepower, but with 4 of those size 1 guns, it does have enough to bring down basic bounty targets, as long as you don't get hit. The Anvil Pisces does have I should change out the shields on it. It does have 1 size 1 shield generator, and that is, we'll give it an FR66. Yeah, we'll make an actual shield. That's not very good for fighting. But it's a nimble ship, and it has, like I said, it's got enough firepower that you can use it for destroying other small ships. That is not its primary role. Its primary role is being the most useful, adorable little ship in the galaxy. Like, it is an adorable thing. You will see it. This is an adorable ship, and it is very useful. And it's like the little minivan that could. Hangar 3. It really is. It's the little minivan that could. It's got room for 3 people to sit down, and if they don't mind standing room, quite a few more. This is it. Ta-da! The Pisces. There's that gun, those guns we put on, And the missiles are right next to them. 2 guns on the front. 2 guns on the wings, and one of them is not loading in. That's probably not going to shoot properly. But whatever. I don't care that much. Because like I said, the primary use of this ship is that it has a little bit of cargo bay space. It's got a little cargo bay. And you can put stuff here. You can put all kinds of stuff here. You can stack boxes in there. You can, shuck off your armor and put it down there. You can just put your loot here. It's got 2 little seats. These seats don't have any controls. They're just little, like, crash seats. But they will keep people from knocking around while they're on your ship. Okay, yeah, there we go. We're up. This is the pilot seat. And this ship it's cute, it's fast, it's nimble, and it has a surprising amount of firepower for being a very non-combat oriented ship. Looks like we are getting a little bit of lag right now. Enter pilot seat. Okay. Or just a little bit of packet loss, maybe. Alright. Oh, we're gonna fuel up so I can show you just how much fuel it has. At least how much quantum fuel it has. This will not take long.
You are clear to launch.
Alright. Clear to launch. Boom. Spacebar. To the moon. And we are away. Stow that landing gear. Boom. Yeah, she's got pretty good acceleration.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Clear the route. Alright, we're high up enough that we can get out into space. Alright, she's got a fair amount of fuel, 645. That's enough that we could jump all the way across to any of the... we could jump from pretty much any point in the Stanton system to any other point that we'd want to go. And she can still do those some of those jumps. If you put a really fuel-intensive drive on this craft, then she won't be able to make quite so far. But yeah, okay. So looks like we are missing that one gun that didn't load in properly. That's okay. The true use of this ship is not in having guns, but in doing missions like delivery missions and service beacons, investigation, search and return kind of missions. Very useful ship to take to your bunker missions, because like I said, it's got room for your loot, but it's also got room for a couple of friends to come with you. So you can just pile into the Pisces with a friend or two, do your bunker missions, and then there's plenty of room for you to put loot down and guns and armor and share that. So I recommend the Pisces, even though this is not the best ship for combat. I recommend it if you are not intending to use it very seriously on combat. we're going to try a VLRT bounty, and we're going to see if we can take that on. I'm not sure how this is going to go in the Pisces. Let's see. 9.5 Gs forward, 11.4 with boost. To the side, 3.5 Gs. Hey, that's a pretty good translating. 3.3. Okay, up is 7 Gs. Down is 3.4. Reverse is about 5 Gs as well. So, a fairly nimble ship. 6 Gs. Oh yeah, you did 6.5 to the sides, almost 6.3 if you're boosting. That's a big bonus, big difference. Almost 10. Yeah. Yeah. So if you're boosting, you can really. We don't want to go to 3. We want to go to Walla. So if you're boosting, you can really get some good performance out of this ship. Pisces can do some racing. It's maybe not competing with the M50, but there was a race fairly recently that was advertised in the community, what people could do in Orison, and you had to use the Pisces to make it fair. Everyone had to use the C8, the Pisces Expedition for that run. So that was pretty cool.
Quantum drive is now off.
There we go.
Quantum drive is now on.
Let's see if we can get Berto Burnaby. Berto Burnaby? Berto Burnaby? Berto. Oh, yeah. Drifting off course. A nice ship. Pretty quick.
Okay.
Here you go.
All right.
Shields hit.
Okay, it is an M50 that we're fighting, so
Shit.
that's going to be hard for us to get behind it. And they're surprisingly tough ships for their size. Ugh. I think this is one of the worst matchups that we could have gotten. I don't know, the Eclipse would be pretty bad too. They can take a beating.
Damn it.
I don't even know if we got past its shields. I don't think we did. Yeah. some shield denial, but
Shit.
it's tough.
Shit.
Yeah, we might have to switch to the... Let's switch to the other guy. What is he? Mustang. Mustang. Yeah, that might be a better matchup for us. Let's not get in front of him. I mean, he doesn't seem to be shooting that much, but no need to tempt him, right?
Crap!
I'm staggering my
Shields
fire
hit.
here. Trying to, I think he hit, that was a rocket. As well. Trying not to let him regenerate his shields. If you hit them, if you let them get 5 seconds, if you let them get 5 seconds without getting hit, then they regenerate their shields, and these light fighters regenerate all their shields just depressingly quickly when you're fighting. So you want to be hitting them at least every 5 seconds if you can. Jump in. Jousting past me. I'm barely even maneuvering anymore. Mostly just trying to keep him from actually running into me. Hopefully.
Shit.
Got all his shields back.
Shit.
Ugh. Okay. So, I hate fighting these M50s for a lot of reasons.
Damn it. Damn it.
Shit. I hate how he's jumping. Okay. There we go. I think we've almost got him. It is taking us a while, but you can do light fighting in the Pisces. I have done this before. It is far from the best snub fighter. I put it in the same class as the Aurora, although it is slightly less fit for this purpose as the Aurora. But it is not entirely outclassed by the Aurora. It's pretty well outclassed by the M50 and by the racing ships for PvP. It's pretty well outclassed by the Delta, by the Mustang for anything remotely related to combat. There we go. Finally. Yeah. Oh, I should have my gimbals on. That would have made that fight a little easier. Probably would have landed more hits if I was doing that. Yeah, so it's an agile little ship. You can do bounties in it. I didn't really take any hits, but then again, that was a VLRT. I wouldn't take this thing to do MRTs or HRTs or VHRTs. I wouldn't take it to do the really powerful bounties on anything other than like, let's see if I can do this kind of trip. It's probably the worst of all of the civilian class fighters that I would ever consider taking to a fight. So there we have it. It's a nice little ship. I like it for its utility first, and most of all, first and foremost, it is a useful little ship, and if you get it, then you will be able to use it for a lot of stuff all over the verse. You'll love it for bunker missions. You'll love it for delivery missions. You will love it for. And I need to get back up. And you will love it for carrying boxes and small amounts of cargo during courier missions, during events like Xenothreat, where small amounts of cargo needs to be moved very quickly and needs to be loaded very quickly and unloaded very quickly. That this ramp loads and unloads stuff very quickly, and it's very useful. So I give it an A for utility. The only thing that it lacks that would make it an A+ is if it had a bed, like a folding bed that went in onto the side or something. That would be about the only way that it could be more useful than it already is, if it had some amenities. But with a ship this small, you can't have everything, and the Pisces has pretty much everything you need in order to experience the verse and have lots of fun. So I'm going to try this next bounty, and if it works much better using gimbals, then I may keep it in the
Quantum drive is now off.
the video. It is a quick ship, so you can quickly get to wherever you're going with it.
Got something for you.
All right. Oh, looks like it
Target destroyed.
didn't gimbal one of my my bulldog. The single one that that's another M50. See, these guys are slippery. Oh yeah, I feel like that's a lot better. maybe it's because I'm not a very good pilot, but using these gimbaled weapons is really helping me out here.
Crap!
Target
Oh,
destroyed.
okay, yeah, that went much faster. Okay. There you go. So, you can do basic bounties with it. I would not really expect it to perform well against big and powerful ships. 4 size 1 guns is... that's kind of more than what this ship has a right to by being so small, but it's certainly not enough to take down the biggest threats. So there you have it. Ooh, beautiful sunrise. Yeah. Sunrise in space. All right, there you have it. The Anvil Pisces Expedition, everybody.